Spoilers for Monster Hunter World mid-game content. Welcome back to episode 73 of Cookies and Milk. I'm your host, William.
I'm your host, Ben. Today's topic is less like a topic and more just what we've been fucking playing this week.
I've been getting more into Monster Hunter World, and I want to say the hammer is fucking good. I've never played... Oh, we're having Discount Oreos again. So, I've never quite picked up the hammer in any other game.
Right.
Like, I've used it before, but there's there's more fluidity to Monster Hunter World than the other games.
Yeah.
And the hammer feels good to play. So, your R2 attack is you charge up, and it can be a range of attacks depending on how hard the charge is. Normally you do the full charge and you do like a full like spin of a hammer attack.
Right.
And triangle is your normal attack, like your side swipe and stuff. And circle is a overhead swing combo attack. And I realized that circle is the strongest thing. There's like you can charge in between other moves, but so there's like damage numbers right now.
Yeah.
In Monster Hunter World. So I think I'll do like 30 damage with every like charged hit, right?
Right.
So that's like 5 hits. But eventually the hammer blow with the circle, it goes from like 20 to 30 to 40 to 50, and then like the final hits to 80.
Jesus.
And I was fighting this little, like the raptor wyverns, or like the bigger raptor species in the game. Like how there's like the great jaggy. Well, this one was a new one. It had like a light, like a flash on its ears, like it'd perk its ears up and it'd do a big
like
photo.
Sunyu.
Yeah. And so I was fighting it for the second time, and I had the hammer, and I reduced it to broken parts, limping back to go to sleep before it hit me.
Jesus.
Yeah, so I got a good hit on it, and I was fighting it in a place called the Coral Highlands, or the Coral Ravine. And there are these jelly floors, right? And so I stunned it on top of one of those. And then I was doing the circle combo on the stun, and it woke up, and my last hit sent its feet into the jelly, so it was stunned again. And so I did the circle combo again, and then I did it again, and sent it back into the jelly.
So it got
like 3 circle combo hits, like back to back to back. And I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, Jesus.
And I mean, like, that's obviously like a weaker great monster, a weaker monster to fight in Monster Hunter, but it's still like a boss monster.
Yeah, it's still supposed to be somewhat of a threat.
Which it did give me a bit of trouble. Like, I was trying so hard to do a perfect run, but eventually, like, it got me with some good swipes, and I was around like half health before I killed it, and it was just, ooh. There's a satisfying move that you can do with the hammer when you're sliding, and you've like fully charged.
Yeah.
Is you jump into the air and you do like vertical spins with the hammer, so it's like a big wheel of hits, and if you just fly into the monster like that, that's like a buzzsaw of hammer.
Jesus.
So what have you been playing?
I've been playing Shadow of War, and the game is fucking weird because it's just like every part of it seems like a sequel.
Yeah.
They clearly do a lot of things, like they're trying a lot of new things and different things, but none of it like has gotten there yet. I also don't know if I talked about this last week, but I feel like or last time I talked about it. Where the fuck is the goddamn Nemesis, not the Nemesis system, but the ally system? When do I start making my own camp and base and everything? Because I've gotten pretty fucking far into the game and I hasn't gotten there yet.
Is it supposed to? Have you heard of it?
I haven't heard. That's the way they sold the game.
Oh.
Like, they sold the game on the, like, hey,
Build war camps.
build war camps and shit. Like, that was the big new thing about this game, and I haven't gotten there yet. And I feel like I really should have because it's starting to lose me.
Oh no.
So, you played Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah.
The best thing about Shadow of Mordor is, like, the huge, sprawling areas, and then, like, running into a fucking fortress, tearing up that fortress, running back out, finding a different fortress, tearing up that fortress, running out.
Yes.
That was a fun thing about it. I don't know if it was the best thing. This game has currently regulated me to 2 separate fortresses. Like, Minas Ithil is this Gondorian town that's just, like, gigantic, and it's just, like, close-knit cities and shit. It's fine, but it's not great. There's this one mission, though, that's really just, like, everything wrong about the game so far.
Ooh. That's good.
It's this arena. And you go into the arena, and they're like, hey, keep them occupied while we sneak around and save the king of this, or the general. And it's like, alright, I'll do that. Can do that. And there's one big dude. And I unleash a bunch of Caragors on him, because there's like 5 Caragors, and then it's like, survive the arena. And I'm like, alright. And I'm tearing through dudes. Tearing through is not what I'm doing here, because I'm in Gravewalker difficulty, so I'm like, sort of figuring out the best way to fight him. And then another, like, captain shows up, and I'm like, cool, alright, well, whatever. This might be tough. And then I beat him. And then another captain shows up, and then he kills me. I'm like, God fucking damn. 3 captains? Seriously?
Yeah.
But then it spawns me back at that captain, so I'm like, thank goodness. Open all the Caragor cages, like, just dodge around as much as I can, let them tear at him, hit him with arrows. And then, like, the next step above a captain shows up, and it's like, you gotta be fucking kidding. He's level 19, I'm level 11.
Jesus.
Orcs will consistently funnel into this area. I have his weakness. His weakness is executions. So I can hit him with that, and then he can't block, or, like, dodge, or, like, use any of his invincibilities. The first time I got to him, I had fought a bunch, and I had my super form. Activate my super form on him. He is arrow proof. One of the big things your super form does is, like,
infinite
make wraiths
arrows?
and shoot arrows. The wraiths automatically just spawn and shoot arrows at him.
Oh my god.
So the game told me he was arrow proof like a dozen times. I'm just trying to fucking hit him. And then my special ran out like immediately, and I'm like,
oh Jesus.
and then it killed me. So I come back in, I'm like, fine. All the arrows are here. I'm at full health. Caragors are there. Open all 5 Caragor cages. I don't watch, but I'm like looking away and trying to fight like the small Uruks. And then I look back and all the Caragors are dead. I'm like, and his health isn't even like down a quarter. And I'm like,
you should have focused on him.
and so like I do it again. Like I die and I do it again, and I watch, and he picks up a Caragor and kills it. And he picks up a Caragor and kills it. Does that all 5 times, takes no damage. I'm like,
So he's like immune to Caragors?
except that's not his like thing. It's not his thing. And it's just like, and if he wasn't ranged, it might be fine. But if I'm just like fighting little orcs, he can take out dual crossbows and fire like 7 shots. Each one does like 3/8 of my health.
This is so. This is like when you were a kid, and you're like doing like make believe fights, and like
This is that guy.
I'm arrow proof. You can't like you're like I have really cool arrows. I can make ghosts that shoot arrows. It's like, but I'm arrow proof. You can't do that. And I'm like, but what if I stick my dogs on you? Like my dogs are really strong and I have 5 of them. Yeah, but if I could just like pick them up and I could just cut their heads off and then I can
It's
do that
easy.
again.
I can do it again.
And I'm like, but like. I can like I won't be near you. You can't if I run away from you. Yeah, but I got cool dual crossbows. I can shoot you really good. It's just that.
One of my favorite things that happens in this fight. So I'm in Gravewalker difficulty, so any hit reduces me to half health. So I have to consistently be on the goddamn lookout. So I'm like, all right, stealthy, very stealthy. Because like if I just run around the thing enough, eventually they'll lose track of me in this 2x2 arena, and they'll converge in the center like as one giant group. So I have to.
Where's the
up.
Gravewalker?
So I have to
can't
stealth
see him.
up behind them. They're all looking into the center. So I stealth up, and I have to drain one of them.
Yeah.
Because I can't drain them in combat, because it takes 30 seconds and they'll all kill me.
Yeah.
So stealth drain them. And then turn around and run the fuck away immediately. What happens 9 times out of 10 is I go to leap over a wall, one of them slashes me in the back, so I wasted my goddamn time. Also, since it's an arena, there's a bunch of walls and shit everywhere. And like 3 reasonable perches for me to like try and like hide and stuff. There's also a bunch of like fire pits, which it'll let me like hold on to the sides of, or like sort of walk around, tiptoe around the sides, but it's worthless. And I can even take damage from the fires sometimes, and it's like, don't fucking do this to me. Why is he level 19 and I'm level 10? I can't...
What's the recommended level for that?
I didn't look, but like I guess, because I I did it like for 2 hours, and then I stopped. So now I'm grinding. I'm getting every fucking collectible in both areas. What keeps happening to me is I will find a captain, and I'll be wailing on him. I get the ability to freeze people with one of my perks.
Yeah.
Freeze them, and then I can just wail on him for a little bit. And then fucking one of the jackasses will throw an arrow at me, and I die. And then he's like, fuck you, oh. Another thing that this orc in the quest does, he'll humiliate me.
Oh.
Which is where... How this is... I fucking hate this fight. I keep remembering parts. He humiliates me when I go down.
Yeah.
Since I don't get the fucking minigame anyways, it's just like a waste of time. Humiliation skips the minigame, and then the boss is just supposed to leave.
Oh, so
but we're locked in a room.
So you just see him walk into a wall.
So he just walks away, and then is still fighting me. So I'm like, fuck is the point of the humiliation? There's no way to skip the intro cinematics. So
what?
Like...
like with the like with when orcs show up.
Yeah, he shows up and he gets chained and he's like, I don't know what he's complaining about. He wanted to fight and here I am. And then he walks up to me and he sees me and he's like, last time we fought was a long time ago and a long ways away from here. But you're here now to die, and I respect that. And it's like,
what
no, it wasn't, fucker.
What are you talking about?
You know you just killed me here. I didn't even, nothing changed. I just retried the fight.
What kind of line is that?
I don't know.
And I respect that.
I hate it so much because it's like 30 seconds of dialogue.
You may have beaten me in bingo in 2004 in Colorado.
Shut the fuck up and kick my ass.
But you're here now in this bingo hall in New York.
And I respect
that.
The funniest thing is, like, even if he was, like, somebody who had killed me, like, a dozen levels ago, and I'm just meeting him again, I wouldn't fucking remember him. Well, because I have to see his face every 30 seconds after I die, it's not good.
You know what you know what I wanted from Shadow of Mordor is that I wanted it to be...
Shadow of War?
No, Shadow of Mordor. I didn't play War, so...
Yeah.
Is that once I fill up the entire orc army with, branded orcs,
yeah,
something should happen, right?
Yeah, something that should be like, oh, you literally own Mordor.
You own Mordor. You just own Mordor. March on Sauron, you have his entire army.
Like, and that's supposed to be the plot of this game?
Yeah.
I haven't gotten Brand yet. Oh my god,
I haven't gotten Brand?
I haven't gotten Brand yet.
How far are you in the game?
I'm not even... So there's the first area.
It's a big game.
Apparently. It's too big. This is the first area. And when I got through and unlocked the second area, did all that, sent me back to the first area. So I'm doing the first area shit again, and it's just like...
Ugh. Yeah, that definitely... Oh, you've got another point.
Also, so do you remember in Shadow of Mordor, there were 3 options to stealth? You could stealth kill, stealth drain, or stealth brutalize.
Oh yeah, stealth brutalize, I remember.
Which where you just stab 'em a bunch, scare everybody, increase your hit streak. Nobody ever gets scared. Not once is somebody... I guess maybe that's a part of the Gravewalker difficulty, that enemies don't get scared by brutalize, but what the fuck is the goddamn point?
Yeah, that's definitely true. I mean... Yeah, I feel like... It's weird that orcs could get scared by that. Like, they live a brutal life.
Yeah.
Like, if they saw... Okay, I guess if they saw someone go, like, too far, they might get scared, but that's literally the whole point of Mordor.
I mean, if you saw somebody walk out of the shadows and, like, stab your comrade, like, a bunch of times in the chest, I don't care what you're prepared for, that's fucked up.
Oh, that was Muck.
That's gonna be
Fuck
you
that
in 30
guy.
seconds.
I hate Muck. I can kill this guy. I'm so much stronger than Muck. I beat him in an arm wrestling contest.
That's every single orc, though.
Then yeah, that's why they don't get scared. Fuck Muck, literally. Not literally.
In Gravewalker difficulty, enemies just don't give a shit. I'm just a dude. I'm not the Gravewalker. I don't have amazing powers. I'm just a dude.
You're Italian. You're just Italian.
Here's a fun fact. At the beginning of the game, the elf...
Celebrimbor.
Yeah. He makes a ring. You guys make a ring, that's the plot.
Yeah.
And he gets launched out of your body. And you're about to die.
And you put the ring on?
You put the ring on to stay alive. And then you trade the ring for Celebrimbor's. And Celebrimbor's like, you idiot. You stupid moron. I put everything I had into that ring. And you gave it to Shelob, who's the spider, but now she's like a sexy lady. Question mark.
Celebrimbor? Keep your forge hammer in your pants, Celebrimbor.
And Celebrimbor's mad at you the whole fucking time. Because he's garbage now. He's shitty garbage bullshit.
I'd be that.
And
I'd be
Talion is
mad.
also shitty garbage bullshit.
I
They're
mean,
both garbage bullshit.
like, how cool were you with the ring on?
You don't play as Talion with the ring on.
You just go to Shelob and get Celebrimbor back
Immediately.
in a cutscene?
Yeah, it's a cutscene.
How fucking dull is that?
Yeah, it doesn't even give you the satisfaction of, hey, this is how cool you are with the ring.
Like, that's the point of it, though. You gotta make it... It has to make you want it.
But here, so that's sort of the thing I'm trying to say about Shadow of War. Is that it feels like there is an idea for a fully realized game here.
Yeah.
But this isn't it. Everything I'm playing of it, all the graphics and everything, all the pieces don't work the way that they should. It's like, you see a car, you see like a really nice car driving down the street, and then you pop the hood and you're like, this is held together by like tacks and connects pieces.
This is Legolas inside the car. That's not how cars work.
This isn't how cars work.
Legolas, get out of that car! So, yeah, I guess that's true. I guess that's a fair assertion of the game, even though I've never played it.
And the thing is, I haven't gotten to this part that it sold me on yet.
That is rough, though.
So hopefully when I get there, my opinion will change. But hey, quick idea, I shouldn't have to get there.
Yeah,
That's how
true.
the game should start.
I'm playing Monster Hunter World, and I got to a point in the game where there was a really good story moment, and it was an Elder Dragon called a Zora Magdaros, and it is a giant volcano dragon, like made out of stone.
Oh, huh.
And he's like the size of
a volcano.
the size of a small mountain. And it's like, and the commander of the fleets are like, and we're gonna capture it, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that's fun. So imagine a horde of hunters, right? They've set barricades up, and they're just firing cannons and ballista at a giant walking mountain.
Jesus
And
Christ.
it's so cool. Like,
And
there's,
then you get in there, you run up in there?
you go in there, you get up in there. Well, first you tie it down first.
Sure.
And it's like, oh, it's holding the first barricade. Will hold it, and it obviously is a mountain, so it gets the ropes snap, and you can't do it. But it feels good loading like 5 cannonballs in a cannon, and then just seeing them fly at the Zora Magdaros. But then after the first barricade fails, you hitch a ride on like a trained small wyvern, and you go in there and you're climbing around the volcano as it's like stomping towards the second barricade, and you hear like stuff over the comms and stuff. I guess I don't know how you're hearing them, if not by
You have an earpiece.
I mean, they're like these things called scout flies, but it's like scout flies can't do everything.
They can.
Like they can highlight like a thing you might want to gather, like a monster footprint, but they can't telecommunicate. That's not how that works.
Have you ever asked one? Have you ever seen it?
I don't know. No,
You haven't.
I haven't. Sometimes they just glow red. Like there'll be a flash of scout flies around you, and it'll glow red, and I just don't know what that is. I think it's when
I'm mad at you.
I think it's when a monster sees me, but I don't know. But so you're climbing up all in a Zora Magdaros, and you're like destroying these lava pockets and stuff, and it gives you a chance to get some mid-game ore,
Sure.
which you can't normally get, and I kind of lost. I made a piece of armor I probably shouldn't have from the Dragonite ore, and I need Dragonite ore for more shit and I don't use those that armor anymore. But so, and it's like, okay, things are going good. Start latching onto it with the Tide Ballista, and it was like a really cool scene where everyone just starts pouring stuff on Zora Magdaros, and it looks like it's working. And then the main antagonist of the game shows up.
A dragon.
like a wyvern with, I think it's on the box. Is it? No, it might be the... No, it's a Rathalos, never mind.
Are there any Monster Hunter games where the enemy is man? The big antagonist?
That'd be interesting, but I don't know. Hold on, it's here. See, like, the thing with the big horns?
Oh, yeah.
That shows up on top of the Zora Magdaros, and it kicks your shit. Like, you just fight it. That's a fun thing, though. You have a one-on-one bout with a monster on top of an Elder Dragon.
Jesus.
And eventually, like,
Wait, that's not an Elder Dragon?
No, that's not an Elder Dragon.
Oh. Wait,
Look
that's
up-
the main antagonist of the game?
Yes.
But it's not an Elder Dragon.
I think. Well, I don't know what it is, because I just saw it once, I didn't get a name from it.
Sure.
It just showed up on top of the Zora Magdaros and started fighting me.
Right.
And then it like did a thing where it starts to destabilize some of the rods, like the ropes, and I think it makes you wonder, like, did it come here just to save Zora Magdaros, or is it coming here just to fight hunters, and that's an accidental thing?
Right.
Because like you'll see it
How
like
deep does the rabbit hole go?
it'll make like a swipe at you with its tail, but at the same time it's like the tail goes past a ballista that has a rope in it and it knocks it out, and the Zora Magdaros Magdaros at this point has been pelted with cannon fire, ballista. It's being tied down by a bunch of ropes.
Sorry, the plan is still to capture this thing, right?
It's still to capture this thing, and like it starts to destabilize some of the ropes, and the Zora Magdaros just gets up and plows through the barricade, and then plows through the ravine wall, and then that's it. It's gone. They like it. The operation is a complete, maybe not a complete failure, but like pretty close to a complete failure. And it's just a funny, like, you fall off the Zora Magdaros, and like it's just you and a bunch of hunters that were on it, and you just see the giant pathway it carved through a mountain, and it's like, man, Monster Hunter is really good at making monsters look cool.
Yeah, seriously.
You gotta look up a picture of the Zora Magdaros
I'm going to have to.
for the
For
podcast,
the podcast, anyways.
and also this thing.
Tell me what that thing is called.
I don't know. You could look up main monster for Monster Hunter World, and you probably couldn't find
I'm going to
it.
give you a spoiler picture.
You're not gonna play it
You don't know that.
now that you've heard about Zora Magdaros.
Yeah, I'm picking it up. Zora Magdaros.
Oh, we should probably say, do you edit the audio at all?
Sort of? Oh, spoilers for...
Yes, I'm going to say this. Spoilers for Monster Hunter World mid-game content.
Yeah, did you
And then-
listen to... I did this in an episode recently.
Oh, yeah?
Zora Magdaros did not get any... Zora Magdaros.
Yeah.
I was spelling it differently. Yeah, it's this thing.
That is a little plushie. That's a really cute plushie.
It's only 30 pounds.
That's 30 pounds?
But, like, the price.
Oh,
It's a
oh my
joke.
god. So, yeah, look at that, swipe one over. Look at that thing.
Jesus Christ.
That's a hell of a bust, huh?
That one's $53. Oh, it's got little arms!
Yeah, it does!
I thought it was like... Oh, man, I don't know what I thought. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
It's cool, huh?
You really just, like, fired cannons at this thing.
Yeah. And that's the thing that shows up on top of it. This is a good audio. I mean, you'll be showing this.
I'll be showing this, yeah. You're making me do fucking work. Christ, this thing's gigantic.
Yeah. And that's just a Godzilla monster.
Yes.
Here,
I
wait.
think it was Gamera, right?
Can we? Yeah, I think so.
I guess I have to
You're
save
saving a picture of Gamera on your phone. I think that's what I'm gonna do next. That's gonna be my next wallpaper for my phone.
Is the...
Maybe not Zora Magdaros, but it's definitely gonna be
Dude, it's gonna be your next cosplay.
Elder Dragon. Oh my god! I'm just Zora. Hey guys, it's me, Zora Magdaros.
You guys know this.
I take up the entire con. I'm doing a full-scale cosplay of Zora Magdaros.
You can because you can beard. You have a beard.
I don't
got a
have it
beard.
anymore.
When you grow a beard again, you can do a beard.
Oh wait, you're looking at the
It's
face.
got a little beard.
Yeah, it has like a scraggly stone beard. Hold on. I wanna. I want to talk about Monster Hunter's monster sizes
Sure.
because it's the coolest thing. It's maybe not the coolest thing, but it's really fun.
I would argue that it is very far. I'm looking at Monster Hunter size comparisons right now.
Yeah. I'd also like to see. Oh, there is one. There's like a giant snake that can coil around.
You're just like a big picture.
Yeah, isn't that a cool shot?
Yeah.
There, I do remember there's like a giant snake that can just coil around a mountain, and you fight that on top of like the mountain ledge. Like,
hold on a second. So I'm viewing the image. What the fuck is this? Legs.
oh, it's a giant crab. Where's Zara Magdaros?
Probably not in this picture. This is a Monster Hunter 4.
Hmm.
I don't think the Zora Magdaros existed yet.
Well, let me see.
Hold on. I'm looking at this thing.
Oh.
What is that?
Oh. 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 Wait. Let me get a better look at it.
Is that real? Is that like a...
That's a Hermitar. So Hermit.
Take a picture. Save a picture of that.
Okay, I saved the image.
Alright, sure.
So a Hermitar is. Oh, look! See that face?
Yeah.
See that face right there? It's the Hermitar skull.
Huh.
So the Hermitar is.
Oh, is that the dead monster that you can only find the?
It's
fossils?
a hermit crab. And it uses. So it'll use like.
Oh, it uses other monsters' skulls.
It can use a skull, or it can use a giant shell.
And the giant shell is the thing in the background?
Yeah, that's the shell, the skull.
But what's the big green thing?
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that big thing is, and it scares me because it's the biggest monster. Where is... Oh, the Dahamoran. It's that thing. It's the big thing. It's the big gray thing.
Yeah. Was it the thing you got a figure of, or?
No, I don't have the Dahamoran.
What'd you get?
I got the Gammoth. The Gammoth is not in this picture. And the Lagiacrus is... Oh! Gammoth is here? Gammoth is not here. Oh! See that?
Yes.
That's another Hermitar.
Of course.
I imagine you'll be...
I'm zooming in for
You're using, like, arrows. I fucking... Oh, let's talk about that. Can we talk about lore? Like, big creature lore in video games?
Yeah, it's one of the things that's super fucking cool is just like, oh, this thing's goddamn gigantic. And you're gonna fight it.
Yeah. Like, okay, so the Dahamoran, that's the big sand tunneler, you know? Like, it's got a giant, like, it's like, you'll be on, like, a sand skiff, right?
Yeah.
And it'll be a tower right next to you.
Alright, I found a better image.
Oh, yeah?
I'm gonna just take some screenshots of this one to save myself some trouble.
Oh! Wait.
So we scroll over to the side. There's
Yeah.
a nice picture of the Hermitar.
Yeah, I think that might be a Shogun Hermitar. Oh!
And then here's this big thing in the background. Does that, like, help you at all?
I think that might be the Dahamoran. I've never seen this thing. It has like a pouch. It has a mouth pouch in its stomach.
I don't know what the fuck is going on there. It's probably like a final boss to like one of the games. Then there's like that shit over here.
These are the water ones. That's Lagiacrus. That's what I have.
What's the big one?
I don't know what that one is, and I'm scared of it.
Yeah, that's fucking gigantic. What do you even
And
do
it's
to
in the
that
water.
thing? It's a...
That you can only fight that in like Monster Hunter 3 because that's the only game that has water physics. I don't know. Wait, Monster Hunter World might have it.
Why would you want to though?
Good stuff. Good parts.
I don't want to go into the water.
Now imagine this. So did you played Monster Hunter 3, right? So you had to fight. You fought a Lagiacrus, right?
I did. I fought it in the water.
Isn't it scary?
Yeah, I hated it.
And it's like your movement range is limited. Oh.
Dalamundar, is that the one you keep saying?
Dahamoran.
Dahamoran.
I'm like 70% sure that's how that's somewhat close to how it should be.
Is the Dalamundar though a snake one that you said you could wrap around you?
Ooh, I think that's it. Look up biggest monster.
Oh god,
in Monster Hunter.
myself.
Why? Because it looks so.
No, because, like, I'm going to have to edit this. I've taken, like, 18
You've
pictures.
taken a lot of screen grabs.
Biggest monster truck.
No, bigger monster in Monster Hunter. Fucking good. I'm glad Monster Hunter's become so popular.
Yeah, it really, like, this is the big one. This is, like, getting people.
Now, imagine PS2 era graphics, you're fighting that snake.
So there's the tiny monsters, small monsters, medium monsters, large monsters, gigantic monsters. The gigantic monsters are the Shen Gaoren, standing up, the Laoshan Lung, the Gen Moran and Hollowed Gen Moran, the Daharan Moran,
Daharan Moran, that's
the
what I was thinking.
Sadius and Goldbeard Sadius, Dire Malaris and Gogmazios, and the colossal monsters are the Laviente, the Violet Laviente, and Berserk Laviente, the Dalamundar and the Shah Dalamundar.
Oh my god.
Big enough to occupy a small island.
I love these things.
You can fight it.
Its weakness is to dragon.
That's the.
It's that thing.
It's the, just
it's
thing I
the
just
snake
brought
I was talking about.
Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate Breakable Parts. It's in Monster Hunter 4 Breakable.
Oh, yeah, it is. I looked it up. That's like the final monster you can fight.
That makes sense. Oh, there's a link to the Laviente right here.
Oh, the Laviente sounds so cool.
It's like, yeah, this is the Laviente. There's a picture of it.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Laviente. The English is the Great Crag Wyvern.
Oh, my god. Crag?
Is an unclassified monster first introduced in Monster Hunter Frontier Season 7.0. I don't know what the fuck that is.
No, that's the MMO. That's the MMO you play.
There's an MMO?
You go, yeah, I think it's Japanese only, but I think people, of course, have, like, ported it to English. But you fall, I think it was, like, you fall off a, what the fuck?
I found this link that's 8 what the fuck moments from Solo, a Star Wars story trailer. There are only 8 moments in the trailer, period.
Good. I was gonna say, what, I think I watched the video of it, and you and a bunch, like...
Me?
Not, well, I mean, you can if you want to play Monster Hunter Frontier.
I picked it up, yeah. I heard people were getting excited about it, so I thought,
Getting
maybe I should play
excited.
all the other Monster Hunters.
You picked
just to
up the
prepare
MMO
myself.
first?
Start with the MMO, it's the first one canonically.
No. I don't know enough about the monster in order to disprove
They all connect
that.
each other. So.
No, nope. Monster Generations, okay. Oh, yeah, you and a bunch of other hunters just fall into a giant, expansive arena, and that thing is there. And that's just, you fight it.
Just duke it out
Just
right there.
duke it out right
Jesus
there.
Christ.
I feel like I've watched, I looked up on YouTube, like, largest monster, and it was the snake and that thing. Imagine fighting that with the sword and shield.
You just
Like the little hunter's knife and the shield.
You're just running up at it. You're like, what are you gonna do with that shield, buddy? What's the plan?
Come on, Laviente! I can take it! Oh, look up, check the Daha Morin, just so I know, if, I'm definitely right, but... Oh shit, that's Lagiacrits.
Daha Morin?
Yeah.
Unless
Darren Morin?
I am not spelling that right. So we go to size, what, it was in the...
It was in...
Gigantic?
Gigantic. I didn't realize there was colossal monsters.
The Darren Moron.
Yeah. See that thing. You know that thing.
Yeah, it's in, I think this is the one in, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah. You're in a sand area?
Yeah, it's in the background.
Yeah. They love the Dar Morin. Like...
It's usually a better picture.
Oh, isn't it so cool?
Yeah, it is real sweet.
I was watching Brawl Hacks, and that was a stage, the sand skiff with the Dahar Morin in there,
nice.
and I'm like, oh my god, I would just play Brawl, I would hack my Wii just to have that.
We should have hacked our Wii.
Yeah, we definitely should have. We can definitely hack the Wii you have,
Yeah, that's true.
but, yeah, you know.
At this point, it would have been cooler back when we were really playing the Wii.
Yeah, and it's cooler to hack the Wii U.
Yeah, we do that now instead. We don't even play the Wii U, though.
We gotta hack the Switch.
Yeah, let's do that.
Nintendo gave us a copyright claim, hit us with a sue.
Oh, Nintendo.
Stop putting
flatter me.
stop putting the Dahamora in our console. Only Capcom is legally allowed to do that, and we really want Capcom to do that.
Legally, isn't it coming out on Switch at some point?
I think a traditional. I think Monster Hunter Generations is getting ported to the Switch.
Oh, that's tough.
Why?
Monster Hunter World is a tough act to follow.
I know,
It's
but
like the biggest Monster Hunter game. Like
it is. It's the biggest Monster Hunter game. However, there are traditionalists.
Yeah.
There are people who are traditionalist in terms of this, and there are people who are Nintendo diehard fans. So you get Monster Hunter Double Cross, which is the best version of Generations in Japan. You put that on the Switch, you get some fans, you get some pull. Anyone who loves Monster Hunter is just looking for more time to play Monster Hunter.
I can't imagine it though. Like it's Monster Hunter and Animal Crossing, same genre.
What?
Yeah, I don't know how to tell you.
Explain that to me.
Sure. Both of these games are the kind of games that I can't ever imagine like
Playing forever?
reaching a satisfying conclusion.
That's true. So
Monster Hunter hypothetically has an end. There's a point where you can't do anymore. You're done hunting. Animal Crossing technically has an end.
DLC.
Alright, so
Monster Hunter has free DLC.
but both of these games,
Sometimes there's free DLC.
both of these games, hypothetically, you can reach an ending in. I have never known a human being
To reach that ending?
to reach that ending. To
That's
reach
true.
that amount of work.
So, okay, I'm going to pitch what the ending is to Monster Hunter
Sure.
at you. And it is...
You meet Mr. Monster.
No. You meet,
He's been summoning
You
the
meet
monsters.
Miss Hunter.
Oh.
And they
They should get together.
make a good game series. Have a baby, name it World.
Oh.
So...
World Monster.
Or World Hunter.
They could be progressive.
Or World Munster.
World Monster.
Munsters.
Hunter.
We just made the show The
that's
Munsters.
That's a timely reference.
No.
That's a good way to end this episode.
No! What was I about to say?
You're about to pitch me the ending of Monster
Oh,
Hunter.
right. So, I watched this, at one point when I was looking up those gigantic beasts, I think I also came across, like, a high-level Monster Hunter channel, and it was, like, how to kill this, like, really tough Elder Dragon in one hit, in, like, 10 seconds. And it's like, okay, let's see it. And they, like, do some fucking bomb strats. And they, like, hit it for the hardest charge a great sword can do. And they die immediately. And I'm like, I think they beat Monster Hunter.
Yeah,
I think that's how you beat Monster
that's the
Hunter.
kind of it's the same thing with Borderlands. You remember we would watch like here's how to one shot this raid boss. Here's my accent strat where you
Here's my Zero Pimpernel strat, where you aim at the bunker's crit rate. Crit amassment.
Yeah,
and you kill him
all of the
immediately
things.
with Boar, and that's how you beat Borderlands.
but it's like so there's the fight with the one dude who's got like infinite shields.
Yeah.
And it's like, but you can get past the infinite shields. Here's my axe and reload strat with the TDR weapons. So you just sort of go, you fire, fire one bullet, reload, fire one bullet, reload.
So
Fire
you're
one
throwing
bullet,
the
reload,
entire
you just start
bullet
throwing the
mag at
entire
them?
clip at them.
And does Axon have a thing where he has a higher...
Yep, he gets higher fire rate and higher reload speed.
I was going to say higher clip. Higher magazine, so you can hold more bullets.
But
yeah.
and you just like throw like a dozen things at him and finish it. And like as much fun as that would be to start like specking into, after you do that, you've just beaten Borderlands.
Yeah.
There's sort of nothing else to do, but you can like so just like in Monster Hunter, once you've done that, you take a step back. You start up a new one, and you're like, I didn't use the insect glaive at all. What's up with that shit?
Yeah, so that's what I kind of did with Monster Hunter Generations. And Monster Hunter 4 to a certain extent. So I'll make my first hunter. He'll be a blade master, and he'll in Monster Hunter 4, I went hard on the Charge Blade because it was the new weapon, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter Generations, it sort of fell out of favor because I realized the Greatsword is really fun. No, I started using the Greatsword a lot more at the end of Monster Hunter 4. And then in Monster Hunter Generations, I'm just like, the Sword and Shield is the shit. Like, I like the special attacks that it has, and the combos I can pull off with it are fun, and it has medium damage. So you can have, like, some of the speed of, like, the twin swords with, like, if you want a defense, you can use items with it if you shield. You don't have to put away your weapons and then you eat stuff.
Right, yeah, which is...
That's pretty good. And in this one, I picked up the hammer, and I'm going really hard on the hammer.
Real quick, I took 16 pictures.
Wow, you have a lot of that. But so in 4, I was like, okay, the Blade Master was fun. Let's see let's see what I can do with a bowman. So I made a character, and I started making her spec into a bow, and I'm like, bows suck. Bows suck hard. I don't like using a bow.
That seems obviously,
especially on a 3DS, it's very hard.
So there's a big thing about Monster Hunter. You can use like range weapons. There's also rifles, aren't there? Isn't there like
yes? There's light guns and heavy guns,
which is like sort of weird to me because like the whole big thing is that you're in there, you're really fighting a monster.
So well, there's a melee with the bow,
but like the whole thing is this.
Yeah, I know.
Gun lance, 6 goddamn weapon in the fucking game.
Oh.
Monster Hunter has so much shit that I like really want to get in there for because I want to be
look up those gun lance strats.
I want to be the fucking gun lance dude. Cool as fuck.
You would be that
sickest weapon.
I've never seen anyone use a gun lance but you.
Oh, it's so cool. It's so sick.
Oh my god.
Oh man, I remember how goddamn satisfying it was.
It's the slowest fucking weapon.
When I would like slam the thing down and then charge up a shot while I was still doing that, and then just.
I'm so glad you're so excited for the gun lance because no one else is. But so, and then I'm like, okay, I hate the bow because there's bullet drop, there's arrow drop.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm like, okay, I do this, and I do this, and I do power coatings and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm not having the funnest time, and I'm like, let's go on heavy bowgun. And it's so fun. It's just the thought of like walking up, bringing out a big gun, and holding L and getting the aiming reticle.
Oh,
and you
yeah.
just like R, and just unload a pack into it. You switch into a stronger weapon, a stronger ammo, and you just unload that, and then you can like roll out of the way and like jump off a cliff, and then reload that way onto a monster. And by that I mean like you try to mount it, and you do like a melee attack falling because everyone needs to have that.
Right. Yeah.
And Monster Hunter Generations felt better because of the special system. So there's like something called gunpowder infusion, where like once you get the bar full, you can insert like gunpowder, like a stronger, give your bullets more kick. And what I found out I can do is I can reload my gun and activate the gunpowder infusion, so I get a faster reload.
Ooh.
Like I save those frames.
Yeah.
And so I'll just like, and then I'll immediately like unload right into the monster. I can just stand right up to the monster. I don't have to hold L. I can just press X while I'm like at their thigh
and just start blasting
and just start doing it. So I definitely want to try that with Monster Hunter World, but I picked it up once. I picked up a heavy bowgun once, and I'm just like, I'm not feeling it because I didn't use it to hunt a monster. I use it to
just do a quest
to slay like 14 little bugs.
Oh yeah, no.
And that's not the best thing to do because I eventually just ended up throwing rocks at the bugs because it's like they kill the bugs in 2 hits, and I can collect them after I kill them with the rocks. I can't do that with the heavy bowgun because I annihilate them.
They're gone.
You were going to say something?
I was gonna say, it sounds like, and as this is just the first thing that popped into my mind, Usopp in Burning Blood.
Yeah.
One of Usopp's specials is where in a fighting game, it goes to a third-person shooter where you get like a drop rate reticle, and it's like it's not the strongest, but it is maybe the most annoying.
It is a very annoying thing to deal with.
Because it feels so good. I'm good at it, and I get really good at like leading my shots.
Yeah,
like knowing exactly where you're gonna be. So I'll just get you like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's because it's so weird. So heavy bowgun makes sense as like a weapon you would want to do, but bow and arrow has never seemed like. Why would you want to do that?
I think bow and arrow is more useful when you're
in a party.
In a party, because I mean, like power coatings, poison coatings, paralyzed coatings, sleep coatings. You got a lot of coatings to deal with.
Yeah, you're gonna be doing a lot of support bullshit.
Like so. Also, like when you bring out your bow, it's like one of those things where you grab it and you just like do this. Like you put the bow forward and like the kind of things like unfurl.
Oh yeah.
And so that's pretty cool. And if I could deal damage with the bow, I definitely would. But I think light bowgun gets those status stuff as well, but with the consistency of a bowgun.
Right.
While heavy bowgun is just for damaging things. You're gonna be a damage dealer, and I fucking love it. So it definitely feels like. I wonder. You think they'll ever make like a boomerang weapon?
Maybe.
Like it could play as a melee, and you could throw it.
Because you can hit him with a boomerang.
You could hit him with a boomerang.
And you can throw it as a boomerang.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But it'd be kind of weird because you might be in a point where you're like without a weapon for a while.
Yeah, because you throw it.
Like because you throw it and you wait for it to come back. Like
what if the monster eats it?
That's true.
That happens a lot in Monster Hunter, I assume.
No.
He catches like a frisbee, like a dog.
He catches it. Though single monster.
One monster, yes.
Rathalos.
It's that easy. Rathalos is just like, oh, that's... He just knocks it out of the air.
That's what they did in Monster Hunter 1, and the fans really complained about it. Like
they had a boomerang weapon, but it kept getting knocked. Like the Rathalos would just like take it,
and
break it in half.
Him with his hands. Can
you imagine how
he has no hands?
If you're just like you're a monster hunter, right? You're the monster hunter.
Yes.
And you like have a big lance or whatever, and one of the monsters just goes like, "Give me that."
That's so weird. I forget that the lance is a weapon.
Yeah, you can just have a normal lance. But why would you want that when you can have a gun?
I also forget that the gun lance is a weapon.
You shouldn't. That's my whole spirit right there. Every time you want me to be in the game, just look at a picture of a gun lance, and you're like, that's about as much as Ben would contribute to every fight, is just that picture of a gun lance.
And it's like, I'm trying to hit this monster, but he keeps moving out of the way because my gun lance is so slow.
I hit him with it, and then I charge up the shot, and he leaves. What's up with that?
Yeah, it's almost like it's a bad and poorly designed weapon with a steep learning curve.
And I think it is the worst one.
And that Ben was not willing to put in the time or effort
but good God, I wanted to get a newer one, and it was like, kill fucking 18 Lagiacruses, and I'm like, I don't want to.
Let me tell you.
Or the bird,
let me tell you about the weapon tree system.
What time are we at?
Oh, God, no.
6 hours, and you're about to tell me about the weapon tree system.
50 minutes.
Alright, tell me about it in 10 words or less.
Poorly designed, made to upgrade, not make new weapons. Aww.
Is that a word?
Aww.
Alright, I guess that makes sense. I guess I can see where that's coming from.
So, in older Monster Hunter games, you get new materials, then you get the ability to see, oh, this is the weapon I can make. Say I get Rathalos materials. I can make a Rathalos sword. Ben has to go get rubble, so I'll tell you about bless you. I'll tell you about the bless you. I'll tell you about the statistics of the Rathalos sword. It can give you like fire damage. It can be really strong. That reminds me of a story. I was playing Monster Hunter 3 one point, and I got really lost in the online, like to the point where I left the story behind. And so I had made like a Rathalos sword and shield. I think it was called Jin. and I went to a story quest, and it's like, fight this little bear. Fight this bear monster. He's just having some honey, but you gotta kill him. And I completely annihilated him because I think... No, my glasses! I think he's weak to fire. I can't find my glasses. There they are.
Jinkies.
Shut up. You're on that futon over there. I was just telling the audience what was going on. Rubble's so mad.
Oh, piss.
So I completely annihilated him, and I felt so bad. And I think I, like, stopped playing Monster Hunter 3 after that.
That sounds about right.
Because, like, it just made me feel so bad.
Can you remember a time when you were, like, consistently playing Monster Hunter 3 with you?
Nah. Well, when I got lost in the online,
Yeah.
I'd like be playing that a bunch.
Get lost in the sauce.
Yeah. Because when you're playing it online, it's a different experience, and you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're going from quest to quest to quest. When in Monster Hunter, in 3 Ultimate, when you're doing the deserted island, which is like the big island,
Right.
it's tough. It's like you're dealing with like support quests, you're catching fish, you're doing all that junk. But online, you're fighting monster after monster after monster. You're doing like arena quests and stuff like that. And like there's high ranked players, and you can talk to people, and it's fun. And you can eat food effects, and it's just a good time to be had. And you start to lose your grasp on like where I should be in the story and where I should be in Hunter rank. And like I kind of failed that in Generations. I did too much of the story and not enough of the Hunter rank. So if you jump in at like you're nearing like the end of the game or so, or like you're reaching like high rank quest in the story, and you're HR2, you're not gonna have a good experience.
I think that's
hold on.
Oh.
Monster Hunter World blends them both.
So
you're no longer dipping into two different pools of quests. You're just dealing with a bunch of quests all at once. And you can do them online or offline at any time. You're gonna say?
I think that's my biggest thing. So everything I've heard about Monster Hunter World sounds correct. Is the thing that really gets me about this.
Yeah.
Because when I played Monster Hunter, every part of it wanted me to commit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like, hey, I wanted to play the Gun Lance because it seems like a really cool, interesting weapon. I was like, that's a weapon of the high learning curve. Are you prepared for that? And I was like, I guess not.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I would like to play Monster Hunter though still, and it was like, the game requires a lot of commitment from you. You're gonna need to be like doing a lot of things. Are you ready for that? And I was like, I guess not. So then I just didn't play it anymore. It's a weird. Games are like relationships.
I don't have any. I'll be here all day, folks.
You need.
But it is nighttime, so you must leave.
They're like a two-way street. A game's gotta commit to you, and you gotta commit to a game. I'm committed to Shadow of War, but it feels like it's not committed to me.
It's not committed to making you happy.
Here's a weird thing that happens in Shadow of War. You remember that your sword is your sword, and your dagger is your son's blade that got broken?
Yeah.
You immediately just fucking replace that shit.
You replace the broken sword?
Yeah, in fucking Shadow of War.
God damn it. Okay.
Like a weird...
So this is another thing where it's like, okay, Talion, you've forgotten why you're doing this.
Yeah.
You've forgotten your family, you want to go be with them.
He says it, though. He says it, like, every time you respawn, he's like, I could have been with them. I should have just died on that bridge.
Yeah. Fucking...
Anyways, my son's dagger's got shit stats.
Lose the ring. Lose Celebrimbor. God. Idiots.
It's so weird. But, like, the game isn't committed to me. Like, it's not giving me the things I need to keep going.
Like, Talion isn't committed to his dead family.
Yeah. He's too committed to Gondor. Talks a lot about Gondor.
He hates him.
Gondor.
What?
Loves Gondor.
He was exiled. He was hiding from Gondor.
No.
Yeah.
He was a member of the... He was a guard for Gondor.
He was a tree boy.
I don't know. You're thinking of Aragorn.
No, Aragorn does not hate Gondor. Aragorn loves Gondor. He became the king of Gondor.
Yeah, but he had to, like, do a thing about it. Whatever.
I guess that's true. He definitely did have to do a thing about it.
Confirmed, he did have to do a thing about it. What was I gonna say though? But Monster Hunter wanted the commitment out of me, but neither of us were giving it. I wasn't giving any commitment to Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter wasn't giving any of the things I would need to be committed.
Well, then I think that's the reason why Monster Hunter World would be good for you.
I know.
It's a different kind of commitment. It's a much more chill commitment.
A new kind of partner.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's not like wear all the armors to get the effects.
It's like
You get one effect. And if you want to increase that effect, wear all the armor. You
It's
don't
like,
have to commit to a quest to find a monster. You can go out on an expedition
and just find that.
and
Monster.
just find the monster.
Here's the thing. I have decided, and I'm already very close to breaking this. I was like,
No new games for
yeah,
2018.
no new games 2018.
Except for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Except for Kingdom Hearts 3. Randy came up to me at work today and he was like, did you get an email from PlayStation? 20% off, like an entire order online. I was like, Absolver is on sale. Have you seen anything about Absolver?
Don't know what Absolver is.
Neither do I. But so I picked up...
Look up pictures of Dalamore.
I'm not going to. I put Celesta in my cart. I put Flithook in my cart.
Oh.
And I put Iconoclast in my cart.
Is Flithook the game where you're like doing grappling hook shit?
Yeah, grappling hook
Okay,
shit.
and you're like, it's a 4-player versus
I
game?
think it's a roguelike almost.
Oh, okay, never mind. Then it's a different... like Skyhook or something is the game I'm thinking
but
of.
grappling hook.
But shit, Flithook roguelike? Grappling hook roguelite? That's
Slow-mo
so
stuff.
fun.
Yeah, it's looks
Slow-mo
sweet.
stuff.
And I put them all in my cart, and I was like, I could ask Alan to like buy me some of these games because my birthday's coming up.
Yeah.
But then I was like, and then I stopped, and I was like, this is exactly the kind of thing that I'm trying to avoid. I have two ways of buying games.
Getting people to buy them for you.
No, not. My two ways are one, big AAA game or like a collector's edition that's sweet.
Yeah.
Or two, a bunch of like deals and stuff on PlayStation Store.
You don't just go out and buy a game.
Right, I'm never just like, I kind of want this game, and then I go to GameStop and I pay $60 to get this game.
You pay either $20 or $120.
Yeah, that's literally how it goes.
That's a bad thing to do.
And the thing that always gets me is that all of the games I want are going to go on sale at some point. I'm never like, I gotta pick up fucking,
God of War 4.
not God of War 4, because that's gonna go on sale too. I'm not gonna pick up fucking, isn't it here?
What?
Some, yeah, no, not, god damn it, I can't remember what it is. Lost fucking Xbox 360 game that's like, I'm never trying to pick up anime game that's $90, but I'm seeing it at GameSurge for like $35.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's never like, this game's only gonna go up. I did it with Pokemon because Pokemon's gonna stay neutral. You know, Pokemon's never gonna go on
It's
sale.
either gonna stay neutral or go up.
Yeah. So I just picked it up because I was like, whatever, I'll play it eventually. But I told myself I wasn't gonna buy any games anymore. I'm not buying Ruiner, even though it looks fucking sick as hell. I'm not buying Iconoclast. I'm not buying Celesta. I'm not buying Monster Hunter World, because all of these games are gonna go on sale. I was gonna buy Celesta and all those other games at full price, but they're just gonna get cheaper, or they're gonna be free.
I don't know if Monster Hunter World's ever gonna be free, dude.
It's gonna be cheaper.
It's definitely gonna be cheaper. I get it. So you don't spend 60, so you can only spend 30 another day.
Right. And even then, it's part of the thing that, like, I'm only going to spend 30 when I know I'm going to play it. Because even if it's on sale for half price, that's still too much to pay if I'm not going to play it for another 2 years.
That's fair. That's fair.
And I think that's what I really have to start doing, is just, like, beating games.
Oh. Okay, so that's the tip for this episode. Beat games, don't buy them.
Yes.
But so I wanted to tell you about the Anjanath, which was another monster that like was kind of like special for the Monster Hunter World. It was like a new monster. It is, I think it's the physical representation of Monster Hunter World, because the way the Anjanath works in his fight was that he looks like a simple, like, kind of like furry T-Rex.
Oh, I've
Right?
seen it, yeah.
And then as he progresses, he gets like he has like a thing on top of his nose, and it's a nose. Like it comes out, and it's like almost look like a fungal looking nose thing, like that he sniffs with, right?
Huh. Yeah, okay.
And then it folds back in. So I was fighting the Anjanath for like the first time, and I got him to a point where he flared up like back wings, like not wings that are able to fly, but like his haunches had wings. Like flaps of skin that look like wings. I'm like, what's the point of that?
How's that going?
And then like the second way through, like a bit more of the way through, the Anjanath, like he started coughing up fire, and then he started breathing fire, and I'm like, Anjanath, you have too many things going on. You just need to be a T-Rex guy. And it's like, are you Monster Hunter World, Anjanath?
You've just got so much going on that it's
You've
hard to keep up.
You've got open world, always online multiplayer. You don't have to always be online. You can turn off the online and go offline. But and whoa, a story that's a fully voice acted story. That's some fire right there. You're like,
I'm following the.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
I got it.
Monster Hunter World came in with so many new things. Like it's like new Monster Hunter World, new Monster Hunter game. It's Monster Hunter World. Look at all these new things that we are now revealing to you. And it's Anjanath. Basic T-Rex, basic giant furry T-Rex, first big monster you hunt. It has fire breath, a cool, weird nose thing, and weird back flaps. And it's like a much different beast when you finish fighting it than when you started.
Like you'll kill that thing and you'll be like, I don't even know what the fuck this was.
Yeah, it's definitely like to subvert your expectations.
Let's end this episode off. Did we ever talk about our game of the years for 2017?
Did we?
We must have, right?
I'm going to say Mass Effect Andromeda. I didn't play a lot of games, but I did enjoy Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh, mine's Neo. I forgot.
I feel like we've talked about this.
Definitely then, yeah, because as soon as I said Neo, I was like, yeah, I have 100%.
Did Gang Beasts come out in January?
Gang Beasts came out December.
Late December?
Late December.
I don't know if I could. I'm not going to
It's my top party fighter.
It's a good party fighter, that's for sure.
Came out this year.
Top party fighter that came out this year. How many party fighters? How many party that came out last year? How many party fighters are there?
There's a big contender. I guess it's multiplayer, my best multiplayer game of the year.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, those were multiplayer. Cuphead.
Cuphead is not in the same vein. You know what I mean?
Co-op is different than
Co-op is
multiplayer.
different than multiplayer.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
PV.
Well, those are our tips. Beat games, don't buy them, and co-op is a different kind of multiplayer.
Monster Hunter World has a fuck ton of content in it.
There's so much stuff.
All right, that's the end of the episode. What did you think about the cookies?
They were good. I like how they can take on a good amount of milk.
I kept getting distracted. Like I would have to pull it out and it'd be a goddamn mess. What time are we at? Like 6 hours?
We're at an hour.
Oh boy! All right. Thanks for listening.
I've been your host, William.
I've been your host, Ben.
Bye, guys.